You feel that make you feel you will forget all your fears. Baby, let me. And I think to myself, how blessed am I?
Hello viewers, welcome back to Vibing with Mr. Marvelous. Today's show, we have a very, what should I say? How can I describe this young man? So, Jarvin is a local artist in St. Lucia.
Yeah.
Very excited to have you on the show today.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Fantastic. How's your day?
It's been good, lots of work, you know. But that's just how it is, gotta stay on the grind, you know.
Brilliant. And Jarvin is going to share with us a little bit about himself, a little history. So tell the viewers who are you and a little bit about yourself and your hobbies. Just have fun.
Okay, so my name is Jarvin Octave, 24 years of age. As you guys know, I'm a singer, musician, songwriter. I play two instruments. I play guitar, piano. Growing up, music has always been my passion, specifically R&B music. I grew up listening to Michael Jackson, Justin Bieber, Chris Brown a lot, but I also have passion for some of the local type of music. Like I like soca music, I like dancehall, and I've really got into Afrobeats as well, which is a genre of music that I also plan on pursuing.
Right.
So regarding hobbies, I tend to be indoors a lot, so I really like creating music. I'm a very creative person. I really like art, drawing. I really like putting my feelings into a form of art, whether that may be a poem. And I also like video games a lot, so I'm a bit of a nerd at times. But yeah,
What's your favorite video game? There's something called Fortnite. Are you into that?
that's more for little kids.
Oh, that's for kids. Okay.
I still play it with my niece, but
Right.
in regards to my favorite video game, I wouldn't really say I have a favorite, but I like Naruto a lot. GTA, I like GTA. I play Pokemon at times.
All right.
Yeah, so just depends on how I'm feeling.
Brilliant. Thank you for sharing a little bit about yourself. And viewers, as you know, there's always a trivia question. Today's question is, since we're in St. Lucia on the beach, that's why you hear that noise there. Lovely paradise. What is the #1 genre of music for St. Lucia? So what's the most popular music in St. Lucia? You have about 5 minutes before we answer that question.
Well, in St. Lucia, it's a given that the most popular type of music here is soca music.
You heard that? Soca is #1. Boom.
So we recently just had Carnival. It was a vibe, everyone enjoyed themselves. The celebrity Chloe Bailey joined in our Carnival this time. I personally didn't jump Carnival, but I attended some of the Carnival events. I went to Euphoria, hosted by Tim Sujon. I was in VIP and I met some really cool people. I met Mr. Killer and a couple other artists. Yeah, it was a great vibe, a great experience. Carnival in St. Lucia is always a vibe, man.
Yeah, St. Lucia is probably the biggest festival also. So apart from the #1 genre for soca, Carnival is probably our biggest event, like internationally known, and it probably goes on for like a month, a few months probably, because you have different stages leading up to those two last final days, and people dress up, the costumes, the energy, the vibe. And I could go on, I could feel that energy getting excited. So as Jarvin said, last week was our big 2 final days. It was epic. And I know he didn't jump. Maybe I jumped, maybe I didn't jump. I can't tell you. Maybe you might see me out there in some videos. But if you had to choose in a big band, what band would you pick?
Mine likely Just for Fun.
Just for Fun.
Jump there. Or maybe Zubo.
Zubo. Alright, Zubo, Just for Fun, you getting shout outs. All the revelers. Hope you had fun last week. So Carnival, how did Carnival start? Just to educate the viewers.
Well, regarding Carnival, it came from our heritage,
Right.
and more specifically, it started in times of slavery, and it moved to a point where it evolved from slavery being abolished through the celebrations and the church giving the people an avenue to just free up themselves
Right.
for some time. And it evolved through the different aspects of music. You see how we have African influence, Indian influence in the colors of our bands, the colors of our costumes. In Carnival, they always try to showcase the heritage that
Yes.
Lucia does have. So it all encompasses the different cultures and the different experiences that the country faces, all in one massive festival.
Love it, love it. And what would you place St. Lucia for in terms of national, internationally known carnival? Brazil, Trinidad, Barbados. What is St. Lucia in that top?
Lucia is number one, you guys.
So all my Trinis, you heard that? St. Lucia is number one. Heard it from a Lucian himself. St. Lucia number one.
You guys should visit.
So visit St. Lucia for Carnival. Alright, we're gonna switch the topic a little bit. Music. So your specialty is R&B, and you're trying to go to Afrobeats.
Yeah.
And I heard your music through your cousin, CJ, and it inspired me. And I believe that music is something that you may not understand, but you could feel it. It could be a different language, but I felt it. The lyrics, everything inspired me. And normally, Mr. Marvelous, that's me, go, energize the bunny. I need to recharge sometimes. And how do I recharge? How do I get energy to move on, to give back to the kids and the world? And I get that through music, through motivational speeches from world leaders. But I'm big on music. I believe music could set the mood, set the tone. And one of your music touched me. It's called Stay Strong.
Yeah, with Sensei CJ.
Yeah, with his cousin CJ. So try and either YouTube it or Instagram, it's on there. We'll put a link in the bio below, so look out for that. Stay Strong touched me because everybody goes through struggles, everybody goes through everybody. I don't care who you are, goes through a tough time. And when I heard that song, Stay Strong, it gave me a new light. It gave me a breath of fresh air, like, yes, it's gonna be alright. Keep moving on. You wanna like do some lyrics or jump? I know I put you on the spot, but you wanna sing like a verse?
Well, regarding the song, we actually just shot a music video for it recently, so you guys should stay tuned for that. So one of my favorite lines is that they wanna see us go down, but our power is too profound. They wanna see us fail, but we know we will prevail. Going on full scale, yeah. Yeah, man.
Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. That was absolutely brilliant. Yes, stay strong, stay strong.
Yeah, man.
What inspired you? Because I know we all, as a musician, you get inspired in many forms, in many ways. For that particular song, how did it start? And
Okay, so Stay Strong is the 10th song off of my first album.
okay, your first album, 10 songs.
Yeah, and the way it come out, I sat with my cousin. We were in my living room,
Right.
and most songs in the album were more love oriented because that album was a love album, and he had an idea of, you know, an Afrobeats type of song, and I was like, you know, love album, not really. But then we started vibing out, and then we sat down and we wrote the song together. And the premise of the song, basically we're in situations where similar experiences, both of us have been through sometimes where people have tried to put us down.
Right.
Especially me pursuing R&B in St. Lucia. It's pretty hard because the main support base is soca, dance or Afrobeats, but you don't really find much of an avenue a platform for R&B artists to really thrive. And even in careers where you experience people trying to fight you down, where something me and my cousin always say, sometimes people want to see you do good, but they don't want to see you do better than them.
Right.
So we created that song that despite all the hate, despite what we may face, we will thrive. And I'm big on speaking positive over my life, because I don't need to get spiritual here, but when you are in a position where you are a child of God, God created us in His image,
Yes.
and He spoke things into existence. So since God created us in His image, we actually have that power to speak things into existence. So the words we say actually have an effect. So we constantly speak power over our lives, speak success over our lives. That's why I say they want to see us fail, but we will prevail. We will keep going on and on through the path. We will stay strong. Because one day, I'm telling you guys, myself and my cousin Francis here will be the biggest artists to come from St. Lucia. Remember that.
I love it. Manifesting, putting it out in the universe. 'Cause that's all we do to get there. You got to put it out there, keep working hard. And I'll always be a big fan of yours, and I'll be a supporter
Respect, man.
by Mr. Marvelous himself. Love it. So you talked about being down and having tough times. And I always believe tough situations prepares us for the next big thing in our life.
Yeah, man.
And you mind sharing like one of the tough situations in your life, and how you overcame that situation? Because we have lots of young generations out there listening, and how can we inspire those youth by sharing one of your...
Okay, so this might be like the first time I really spoke about this in public.
Love it.
But growing up, I was bullied quite a bit. I wasn't into sports and stuff like everyone else was. I was more in a corner trying to write songs on a guitar, walking around everywhere with my guitar. So in a way that kind of put me in a bubble separated from the rest of my colleagues, which kind of made me seem weird to them.
Right.
Which resulted in a lot of cyberbullying, a lot of bullying at school, resulting into times where I kind of had some very negative thoughts. But I kept on. I used to feel very down, and I used to wonder why me, in a sense. But as I moved forward through life, I quickly realized that everyone goes through their different battles. Everyone has their own demons fighting, but God gives His strongest soldiers the best battles. So at the end of the day, yeah, I went through these things, but it was to prepare me for something greater. And now I am at a point where I can help others, and I'm at a point where despite what I face now, nothing can break me down, because I've already built that thick skin that I need to go through this journey of life. So it was all to prepare me for this journey of music. I'm also an HR professional, so it also prepared me for that.
Fantastic.
And now I'm dominating in any field I enter. That's
Brilliant.
how it
Love it.
is. Yeah,
Thanks for sharing that story. Heartfelt, it touched me.
respect.
Brilliant. So you have one album down, or how many albums in total?
One album
One album.
so far.
And are you working on the second?
You guys will see.
So we're gonna keep you in suspense. So we won't tell you yet. And any new songs in the pipe we should look out for? Or...
Well, I do have a new song working on,
Okay.
but you guys will see.
Brilliant, brilliant. And so you mentioned R&B is your specialty.
Yes, but
And have you done any Afrobeats yet? You want to do Afrobeats?
well, Stay Strong can be considered an Afrobeat.
Okay.
But I am in the process of working on some Afrobeats.
That, brilliant.
Yeah. But yes, I do R&B. But if you really listen to my different songs, you would see that there would be inspiration from different genres. So there would be inspiration from hip hop. There's inspiration from dancehall. So with my music, it's very versatile, and there's music in there that can relate to every type of person. So that's the vibe I go for.
Love it. A nice diverse crowd and positive, love, upbeat, feel good music, I call it.
Yeah.
Feel good music. In the music industry in St. Lucia, I heard it's a bit of a challenge. And if you had to change, or you had the power, you became whatever, the St. Lucia Musical Director Organization for, I don't know what title they have out there, Ministry of Agriculture.
Yeah.
What would you do more in terms of the music industry in St. Lucia?
Well, for me personally,
Yes.
I would encourage artists to collaborate. In St. Lucia, I find that there is too much of a divide in the music scene, and a lot of artists think that if they work with you, it can hurt their career or you can steal their fans. But I'm of the perspective that everybody can eat. The fan base love to see collaboration,
Right.
and it's a factor that can be capitalized on. If you really look at the artists in Trinidad, for example, they work with one another. A lot of them collaborate and they create masterpieces.
Very
So,
true.
For me personally, like, I believe in St. Lucia we should collaborate more, and that's something I would like to see more, like a DJ Khaled style music video.
We the best. It's 2023 in St. Lucia. DJ Jarvin and Mr. Marvelous.
That would be a vibe, different artists together. I think that would help elevate us to the next level that we have not yet seen from a St. Lucia artist.
Love it, love it.
Yeah.
And I know Denry segment is a genre, and that's getting popular in St. Lucia. And I know soca has always been around, calypso.
Yeah.
So the R&B and Afro beats is coming big, but you want more collaboration.
Yeah, I would like to see more collaborations. But on my end, I am in talks of having some very big collaborations coming very soon for you guys. So you guys stay tuned and you will see some big things coming from myself, from Sensei CJ and my team.
Love it.
So stay tuned.
And you mentioned like Trinidad, they work together, or the islands. This Trinidad Carnival was in February, and there's a song I love, like Isham Harriet, I feel good. Nyla Blackman and Skinny Fabulous. They come home.
Yeah.
That was a hit, and
Yeah, man.
like I love the vibe. They came together, and
Yeah, and the different styles of artists, when you put them together, they actually complement each other very well. If you listen to Stay Strong by myself and Sensei CJ, I have that more singing melodic voice, and he comes with the, how can I put it, the dancehall element that together it really worked. And any song we also have a song called Queen, and any song we work on together, the differences in our styles, when they come together, it creates something very unique that works. So artists should really try to collaborate more.
brilliant. Artists in St. Lucia, you heard it. Let's come together, and we become stronger and bigger, going worldwide. Small St. Lucia becomes internationally known.
Yep.
Love it, love it.
Awesome. That's how I want things to be. I really think we have a lot of talent here, but we just don't have the avenues to really climb and get to that next level. But through collaborating with each other and embracing each other, we can achieve things that we never thought we could have achieved.
Fantastic. You perform locally.
Yeah.
Have you done any international performances out of the country?
Not yet, but
Not as yet. Okay,
very soon.
excellent. I believe Marshall Montano or somebody will reach out to you one day.
Never know, never
Or who
know.
knows, Jay-Z might call and say, just like Rihanna, she got a big artist name, and
Yeah.
from the island of Barbados next to us, 100 miles away.
You never know.
Very, very true. You never know.
Yeah.
And if you had to internationally, right? On the international, not just St. Lucia, worldwide music-wise, if you had to do something unique, what would that be? Or had the dream to do something on a national stage, what would that be?
Well, for me, it's a goal of mine to sell out Madison Square Garden.
Madison Square in New York.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I want to have that grand performance with, but I know I have to climb and get to that level first. But for sure, I will get there and I will sell out Madison Square Garden, and I will make it a festival. We'll have different artists of different backgrounds and genres all performing. But yeah, it could be my show, but I am not afraid to embrace others.
Love it.
You know?
Now I want to know you a bit deeper. I want to know your pure, your core, raw Jarvin. So if I call 5 of the closest people in your life, or 4, your mom, whoever is the closest, your type, they know everything about you. Give me one word they would use to describe you.
Okay. One word to describe me?
Yes.
Ambitious.
Ambitious.
Yeah. For sure.
Ambitious. Powerful word.
Yeah.
I love it. Ambitious.
That type of person, when I set my mind to something, nothing will prevent me from accomplishing it. And in my head, I will be what I said I will be. And that is to be the biggest artist that I can be. And for sure, I will achieve global success. It's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time.
Love it.
Yeah.
What's your hobbies? We're getting to know you better. What's your hobby? You like Fortnite and what else?
Well, like I said, I like video games, writing music, I watch anime.
Okay.
But for me personally, when I have free time, I tend to mainly do it towards something that can achieve my goals. So I'm also doing my master's in HR.
Congratulations.
I work in HR and I'm also doing music. So my life is centered around achieving my goals. So I don't really get much time to go as I please. But that's just how it is when you're trying to accomplish something. You make your life about your craft. And yeah, I'm a hard worker and I'm one of those people where I need to be reminded to take a break, because I tend to feel like I need to earn a break rather than take a break.
So you keep doing the project until the project is finished and you attack right away and keep going, and what's next? What's next?
That's how I am.
And that's, I believe, there's a saying, 1% of the world has that DNA where they never relax, they always keep pushing, they keep pushing. What's the next thing? And that's why 1% of the world controls the world. And so it's a DNA that's inside that we gotta keep pushing and keep believing and always do the very best. No shortcuts, no 100% of quality work.
Yeah, because for me personally, I don't see myself just living an average life. There's nothing wrong with an average life, but I don't see myself living it. I want to give my parents, my lady, and all those around me the best life possible. That's just how it is.
Love it. Growing up as a child, what was your first love for music? Was it soca? Was it?
Well, believe it or not, when I was 5 years old, I started singing at church.
At church, at 5?
Yeah, and that is when I discovered that I had a talent for it, and I never stopped.
So gospel music, you studied gospel music?
So gospel music was my start.
Start.
Yeah. So
and on the radio, what did you listen to? Like,
it was more Chris Brown, Justin Bieber, Michael Jackson, a little bit of rap. Yeah, I listened to soca, I listened to Arthur, who was a good friend of mine. But growing up, it was mainly R&B, pop, hip-hop. That was my type of music.
Who's your number 1 R&B fan out there or singer?
Pardon?
Your number 1 R&B singer that you love, like?
Oh, well, my favorite R&B singer is Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah, that's my favorite
Alright.
R&B singer.
What about rap? Tupac, Biggie, do you go back or more recent?
Well, more recent. I'm not too sure if you know him, but there's a rapper named DDG. I would say he's my favorite rapper, as well as Drake.
Drake?
Yeah.
Drake from Canada in the house.
Yeah.
You got a big friend here in St. Lucia?
Yeah. For sure. So that's who I mainly listen to. But I listen to a lot of dancehall as well. I like Vybz Kartel a lot. Yeah, like especially his older music.
Right.
Yeah.
Original, I know Vybz Kartel very well. Yep, original, yep.
I like his older music for sure. I listen to his music a lot.
Fantastic. We're about to run out of time, but Jarvin gonna give you some words of insight, some words of encouragement. You wanna share something with the viewers or the kids? Some words of encouragement, something from your heart. Those believe in the music, those who wanna sing one day.
Okay, well, something I have to say to you guys. Anything you have in your heart that you want to pursue that does not feel like work is your passion. Anything you feel drawn to is indeed your passion and it does not feel like work. That is what you should pursue. Do not put yourself in a position where you don't have a plan, because you need a plan to succeed. But always go after what you pursue, or go after what you're passionate about, because at the end of the day, that is what will make you feel most fulfilled.
Love it. There you heard it. Words of wisdom, words of encouragement. Jarvin, thanks for vibing with Mr. Marvelous. Appreciate it. Love. And viewers, remember, you are marvelous.
Marvelous.